No.
Out in the wild, danger doesn't always show itself. Sometimes it surrounds you first. A group of hunters realizing something is circling their camp in the dark and glowing eyes appearing just beyond the trees, too high to be any normal animal. In moments like these, there's no time to think, only react. Because once something decides to move closer, it's already too late to prepare. So, if you were out there, would you stay or try to escape? On July 3, 2002, hunters and investigators entered a remote wilderness area after reports of unusual activity near a landowner's property. What began as a search for footprints took a darker turn when they sensed something moving around their camp after nightfall. Objects had been disturbed, and movement was seen just beyond the tree line, creating the feeling that they were being watched and slowly surrounded. Fearing the situation might escalate, they chose to wait until morning before leaving the area.
Holy shit. It's going all around us.
Whatever it is, it's close.
Oh, dude.
Something just walked by the cooler out there. There's something up there, and I think that something's. There's at least two. There's one on each side. Here.
Yeah, let's try and get some sleep, and we can just hike out of here in the morning, you know.
Fuck!
Some suggest it could have been an aggressive animal or a person deliberately trying to scare them, while others question how coordinated the movements appeared. Was this a deliberate act by someone or something hiding in the woods, or simply fear amplifying the unknown? On November 15, 2020, YouTuber Oscarol, known for documenting hunting trips with close friends, set out to track a bear, an unpredictable task even for experienced hunters. The situation quickly escalated when his hunting dog, Taika, moved dangerously close to the animal and several shots failed to stop it.
Perkele hyökkäs koiran pialle tuo karhu.
After continuing the pursuit, Oscaril heard distant screams that he soon realized were not coming from the bear. He later explained that one shot had hit the bear's lung, but was not fatal, allowing it to run roughly 100 meters and remain highly dangerous. In those moments, the bear turned on Taika, trapping the dog beneath it.
Koiralla on takajalka oikein ihan paskana.
Realizing the screams were coming from his own dog, Oscaril reacted immediately, fired again, and finally stopped the bear. Although Taika was pulled free alive, a veterinarian later confirmed the dog's leg had been crushed by the bear's bite and had to be amputated.
Ajanvuosin. Ei oo vielä. Se on tuolla.
Thanks to quick controlled decisions under extreme pressure, Taika survived and went on to live a full life, though never able to hunt again. Some believe this highlights how a single non-fatal shot can turn a hunt into a life or death situation, raising the question, how often do hunters underestimate just how dangerous a wounded predator can still be? In October 2014, a hunter and his professional companion tracked a wounded leopard in Tanzania. When they finally came face to face with it, the leopard reacted with sudden aggression instead of retreating. Some believe this was the instinct of a cornered, injured predator raising one final question. In moments like this, does experience truly matter, or is survival decided in seconds? About 18 years ago, on March 14, 2007, footage surfaced showing a group of hunters on an expensive, paid safari in the desert, a video that remains controversial. Many hunters later distanced themselves, arguing that hunts like this can harm the sport's reputation. During the expedition, nature took over when a lion pushed to its limit suddenly fought back, turning the situation into chaos. The hunter survived, but the footage left a lasting impression. Some see it as poor judgment and an underestimation of wildlife, while others view it as a reminder of how unpredictable and powerful wild animals can be. It leaves one question: no matter the cost or preparation, can humans ever truly control nature? In October 2025, an Alaskan hunter was examining leftovers from an earlier hunt when a quiet morning suddenly turned dangerous around 10:43 as a bear rushed into view.
Here he comes. Bear. Shoot him again. Son of a... Holy shit. Good thing you had me ready, young man.
Yeah, well, he's still alive.
Oh, the first one I drilled him right in the center of the chest.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, damn.
How'd you like your bow for that one?
Yeah, that would not have been cool.
The situation ended without tragedy, but only because of quick reactions. Some see this as experience in action, while others point to how unpredictable bears can become around food. It raises a final question: how often does routine turn into risk without warning? A dense forest stretched behind properties along Chase Avenue in Dudleytown, Connecticut, an area long rumored to be the site of unsettling sightings.
Hi, it's me again. I've seen that thing again in the backyard. I've got the camera on. I'm trying to capture it. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to see if I can get it. Anyway, give me a call when you get this message. Bye.
The woods sat close to the backyards, adding to the unease surrounding the location. On June 17, 2006, a shadowy figure appeared and was captured on a camcorder. The shape seemed to flicker as it moved through the thick brush.
No. What is that? No way.
Its presence chilling and offering no clear explanation, leaving those who watched questioning what might truly be hiding in the woods. This footage may show a natural figure distorted by light and movement, or something more difficult to explain. Do you think this was a trick of the camera, or a real presence caught on film? Some encounters are best left unprovoked. The dense trees of Aokigahara Forest towered overhead as a group of YouTubers set up their equipment beneath the canopy.
Konnichiwa, I'm David, and again, I'll bring you no harm.
You might be a little bit confused as to what some of these items are. So, Steve, if you touch that, this one here on the tree will not harm you. It will just make a noise and flash some lights.
I know you.
I know you.
Us. Before.
I'm gonna leave this right here for everyone to...
The atmosphere already heavy and tense. Using a REM pod and a spirit talker, a voice was picked up almost immediately. It first whispered that it recognized them, then continued responding, communicating in a way that sent chills through the group as the interaction grew more intense.
Oh yeah, because he said I was wealthy.
Yes, very true.
I could have lost everything.
I was religious.
I was wealthy.
It's us.
It's us. I don't understand.
Are you here with more people? Did you come here not alone?
Strangled.
Strangled?
You should dig here.
You should dig here.
Oh my god. Dig here.
Literally said right here.
The messages became increasingly unsettling, leaving the group confused and shaken by what they were hearing. This encounter may have been influenced by expectation or environmental interference, but the consistency of the responses makes it difficult to dismiss entirely. Do you think the device picked up random signals or something that was already aware of them? High in the remote mountains near Cusco, A strange find attracted attention when a small skull was discovered among the rocks. Thought by some to belong to a duende, its delicate and unusual features added weight to local legends of small beings said to live in caves and trees. The skull may have a natural explanation, but its appearance continues to keep the stories alive. Do you think it was misidentified or something more unusual? Night settled over the haunted forest as shadows stretched between twisted trees, the air heavy with tension and an unseen presence.
Tapos, may babaeng tumawa na para nakikipag-usap sa cellphone.
Hindi ko alam kung away mag-asawa yun or aso. Pero one thing for sure, may sumisigaw.
From the darkness came laughter, followed by shouting, and then a sharp scream that tore through the night with mocking laughter echoing afterward. Even after the police had left, the sounds continued to linger through the empty woods.
Sa bahay na nakakandila lang, tumatawa.
These noises could have come from people nearby or been distorted by the forest. Do you think it was human activity or something else hiding in the dark? Focus shifts to the channel Voyager Overland. The couple behind the channel, well past their younger years, share a strong passion for nature. Whenever they have a few days available, they choose to spend that time outdoors. Over the years, they have traveled across Canada, as well as several states throughout the United States. Among their many videos filled with breathtaking landscapes, one stands out. It is a clip that went viral, and for good reason. Along with their grandchildren, the couple decided that a 5-day trip into nature would be ideal. They packed everything they needed and headed toward Ruby Falls in the Alberta Rockies. The footage shows stunning scenery along with the journey itself, good food, and calm exploration. One important detail is worth noting. They had multiple cameras set up, including night cameras pointed directly at their campsite. On one of those cameras, something truly unexpected was recorded, something that sends chills down the spine whether expected or not. Only the final portion of the video was kept.
So for a while now, I've been putting out a trail cam at night, hoping to catch some wildlife around camp while we're sleeping. If I could show her some night pictures of what's walking around at night while we're sleeping. I've put out the camera many times and never captured any footage, but tonight was different. Well, good morning. This morning it almost feels like somebody doesn't want us to camp here anymore. It's been raining for hours here. So we woke up in a lake. So we actually didn't fold up the tents or anything so that at least we're on grass, we're not in muddy ground. So they thought that was hilarious. But I think we're gonna pack up. We're gonna pack up, have a breakfast on the road somewhere. And I think this is gonna be it.
The moment that later sparked thousands of comments and theories. There is nothing on the channel that suggests staged or frightening content. Everything posted follows a calm documentary style focused on nature and overlanding, which suggests there would be no reason to fake something like this. That said, the most logical explanation still points towards some form of video manipulation. However, while reviewing the original comments, more technical theories appeared. Some suggested it could involve someone wearing an infrared suit, combined with off-the-shelf night vision equipment gear that certain cameras reportedly cannot properly capture. If the footage is real, the idea of someone moving around a remote campsite in the middle of nowhere while children are present is deeply unsettling. Do you think this was a technical illusion or something real caught on camera? A man was riding his bike through the dense forests of Washington state, the crisp morning air filled with the scent of pine. Suddenly, a large figure sprinted across the trail and disappeared into the trees, leaving him stunned and unsure of what he had just seen. It may have been a large animal moving quickly through the woods. Do you think it was wildlife or something unexplained? Night fell over the campsite as shadows stretched across the trees, the wind whispering through the leaves. From inside the tent came a strange sound, a low growl or grunt that left the campers uncertain whether it was a bear or something else. The noise may have been nearby wildlife moving through camp. Do you think it was an animal or something harder to explain? Chris had just returned home in Appalachia when something unusual caught his attention. Through the window, he noticed a pair of glowing eyes staring directly at him, completely still and unblinking. Acting quickly, he took a photo, but within seconds the eyes disappeared into the darkness. Later, Chris shared the image on Reddit, hoping someone could identify what he had seen. Some users suggested it could have been a common animal reflecting light. But in the Appalachian region, nothing is ever certain. A man was hiking through the Appalachian region when he suddenly heard a strange sound echoing through the forest. A harsh, scratchy hiss that seemed to vibrate through the air. The noise lasted for several seconds, deep and unsettling, yet nothing could be seen in the footage. Some viewers speculated it might have come from a large animal, possibly a bear or mountain lion. Others believed it could be tied to the many unexplained legends and mysterious accounts that surround the Appalachian wilderness. One night, Instagram user That Girl Christina noticed something unusual happening at her home.
So we just heard a loud crash.
After hearing a loud crash outside, she stepped out to check, and what she found made no sense.
That's a whole tree.
Someone threw a tree at our house?
It went through this basket, through this table, and down there.
A full-size tree had somehow pierced her house. Instead of falling across the roof like a tree normally would, the trunk was stuck upright, driving through a table and extending straight into the night sky like a massive spear. The angle didn't seem possible, leaving her and viewers confused. How could something like this even happen? A home security camera captured something unsettling one night deep in the Appalachian region. In the footage, a dark humanoid figure appeared, its eyes glowing brightly in the darkness. Just moments later, it disappeared without a trace. The brief appearance and sudden vanishing left the homeowners deeply shaken. They couldn't stop wondering who or what had been caught on their camera. Some even suggested it might be connected to the long-standing Bigfoot legends of the Appalachian Mountains. Deep within the woods, an explorer came across something unusual, a glass jar lodged between the twisted roots of a massive tree. Across many cultures, there are stories of dark entities sealed inside containers to keep their power contained. Opening one, it is said, could release something dangerous. this discovery didn't feel like hidden treasure but more like a quiet warning. Fortunately, the explorer chose not to open it. One night, a man noticed a strange pair of glowing eyes moving across his property.
All right, whatever you are, you need to leave. Stay out of this place. This is our home. This is our home. You need to leave.
Grabbing his gun, he stepped outside, determined to confront whatever was out there. As soon as he fired a warning shot, the figure quickly slipped into the darkness. What made the encounter especially unsettling was the height of the eyes, nearly 7 feet above the ground. The man was certain of one thing. Whatever he saw that night wasn't human, and it wasn't any animal he recognized. A man went to check on his cabins deep in the woods when he came across a strange and unsettling scene. In the clearing ahead, a group of women stood silently, each wearing headsets and moving in a trance-like state as if under some kind of ritual or unusual influence. Their movements were slow and deliberate, almost meditative until they suddenly stopped. Some lay face down on the gravel, others stood stiffly facing the trees, and a few were twisted unnaturally on the ground, their feet bent at impossible angles. Even if this was simply a form of unconventional meditation, the scene felt deeply eerie and unsettling. A woman once took a selfie while hiking along the Appalachian Trail, but when she later posted it online, viewers noticed something unusual. Behind her stood a strange figure. It appeared to have antlers, yet its form looked oddly human, far too human to be a typical animal. Some claimed the image showed a Wendigo, or the mythical deer man said to roam forest paths. Skeptics, however, argued it was simply pareidolia, the mind interpreting random shapes as familiar figures. The woman has never commented on the photo, and in the image she appears calm as she smiles beside it. Still, most believe it was likely just an ordinary animal captured at the right moment. This footage was captured in Dudleytown, Connecticut, not far from the Appalachian Trail. On June 17, 2006, a family noticed a dark, shadowy figure moving through the woods behind their home. Concerned it might be an intruder, they tried several times to record it, but were unsuccessful. Then, on a cloudy afternoon, they finally managed to capture something unusual.
No! What is that?
In the video, a faint, almost transparent figure can be seen drifting between the trees at the edge of their property, a shadowy shape that seemed to move on its own. This footage was captured in a small, quiet town in Kentucky near the Appalachian Mountains. Late one night, a man was heading home from work. The streets were empty, lit only by the glow of the streetlights. As he crossed a nearby bridge, he noticed something unusual near the corner and aimed his flashlight toward it.
Shine right where you were. Shine there. What the fuck is that? I'm from PA, I don't even know what that is. Shit, I lost it. Wait. Just peeking out and looking at us. What the fuck is that?
That's when he saw it. A reflective glint followed by the faint outline of a figure partially hidden beneath the bridge. The shape appeared to be crouched, watching from the shadows. It's unclear what it actually was, and no further details about the encounter have ever been shared. Whatever the creature might have been remains a mystery.
That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.